Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. This video will be a video of me running my live Steam Mamod. I have a black one with the red lining, but that one is indisposed, not indisposed, but broken basically. And there was a guy in our train club and he had his Mamod and he very graciously gave it to me and I went to shout him out at the Greater Baton Rouge Model Railroaders Club. It's in Jackson, Louisiana. FYI, open every second and fourth Saturday. Just come on down and enjoy it. Got O scale, N scale, G scale, live Steam. We got HO scale. We have a Z scale layout in the making currently. Um, yeah. So, and we even have an S scale layout. It doesn't run, but we have one. So just come on down and enjoy it. It's very much fun. Now, this is gonna be kind of a tutorial on how to run a live Steam Mamod. Uh, very simple. I want to get an AccuCraft Ruby. I'm hoping to get that within the next month, maybe. Hopefully, I'll do a review on that too. Um, so so how the Mamod comes is it comes like that, but the wheels are a 32 millimeter gauge, which is O scale track. But that's for like the British and like the European, like all their live stream. That's what gauge theirs is most of the time. But here in America, ours are 45 millimeters. So what me and that club member who so graciously gave me his Mamod, we both got the conversion kit to 45 millimeters, which is G scale track, which is what most American live stream garden railroads are, and also what our live stream track at the club is. So that's not standard, but is very it's readily available if you know how to get it. There's a website called DreamSteam. Whenever I had to get mine, they weren't shipping it, but we have a friend that lives in England, but they weren't shipping it. So we had to go through them, our friend. But I don't know now because I haven't that was I want to say maybe I want to say around October. That's whenever I got mine. So they might have changed it and now have worked out shipping to the United States. Um And then for the fuel, it comes with this little tray right here. And you put like campfire starters. I use S-Bit solid fuel whenever I used mine. I actually just ran out. But then also you can get this. Hold on. You can also get this, which is the methylated spirits burner. I got this off of eBay. They shipped this to the United States. It's off of eBay. And you put, uh, I want to say it's denatured alcohol. I have to look. I'll put it on the text on the bottom of the screen. But you put it into here, and then you light these. It soaks up into these 3 wicks, and then you light it, and then it runs for me 5 or so, like, okay, it runs by itself for like 8 minutes, but when it's actually being burnt by the locomotive, it runs maybe 5 minutes. And I just use this like medicine bottle dropper that has like a needle, like a thin little nose to put it inside of this hole. And then I just light it with a regular lighter. Um So then that's what I use now instead of anything else. Like that's what I use now for my fuel because one, I ran out of my solid fuel, but then also I just think it runs better. Um, Yeah, so that's what I run with mine. And that's everything basically. Let me put this back on there and then I'll give you a full uh, example of how to start it up and run it. Alrighty, be right back. Alrighty, we are back, and now I will be showing you how to run your not AccuCraft, your Mamod live Steam engine. So, first thing you do is you always check your water levels. My water level right now, if we look, is about half a boiler. You can see the minimum and maximum line. It's about in the middle. I will put a little bit more. So the way you put water into the Mamod standardly is you take off the safety valve, which is this little thing right here. You take that off. Then now there is a hole in the boiler. So then you get your water filler or whatever you have to fill it. I have an AccuCraft water bottle filler thing. Which is also given to me by one of our club members very graciously. Um, so then you just fill this up. Just fill that up. Let's see, where are we now? Almost at the top. Almost at the maximum. I mean, just a little bit more, and we're good. So now, how I store mine is I wrap it around on the inside right there, and push it on through. So now we put the safety valve back in. It's just screwed on there. Put that back in there. And then now what we have to do is now I'm going to put it back over the bricks. And then I'll just get your regular lighter and just go right up underneath. And try to light the 3 wicks. Did that work? No. Alright, hold on. I'm going to need 2 hands for this. Just quickly. Alright. So now that is burning. So now let's go over the basics of a steam train. So first you have the actual steam engine itself. Now, in real life, these are called side tanks. This is where the water is stored in tank engines, which is what this is. This is called a tank engine because it has water tanks on the side. A tender engine is what has the coal and the water back here in a tender. And then there's water feeds coming into the boiler, which is the cylinder. FYI, do not touch the boiler on these or basically any of it because it's all metal. It heats up to 300-ish degrees because it's boiling water. Don't touch it without gloves, which is why I have a glove on one hand. So I'm going to use this hand instead. So that's the side tanks. It has 2 on those. In real life, there'll be a pipe underneath it connecting both of them to where the water levels equal on both sides. So now this is called the boiler. This is where the water is stored in a tank engine. Well, this is where the water is boiled, okay? Usually the fire is right here in the firebox, but on this live stream it's underneath it. So then this is called your safety valve. Once you reach the pressure, which is the PSI, to that level that it needs, it's supposed to pop off, but these aren't very good safety valves, so it just bubbles out kind of. So once it bubbles out, usually it's ready to go. So then this is called your dome. That is where your steam gets fed up from the boiler up and down the steam pipe. The steam pipe then goes down underneath through the boiler and then up and then through and into the pistons, and then which are these get the steam pushed in, then the rods go out and then they push the steam out back, like out of the pistons, and then it goes up the steam pipe out of the funnel. And there's another one on the same side. Now this is a whistle. It is connected to the boiler, so any steam that's in there can come out of there, like just like that. So then, and I taught you cycling. So this is called the smoke box. In a real steam train, there will be a kind of like a lock right here, and then you open this, and then there will be the steam pipes or the tubes going all through in the boiler, which is where the heat from the fire can get through the whole entire boiler, boiling the water. And you have to clean those out, and if it gets dirt, because sometimes the ash will get pushed up into the bottom of the smoke box in real life. Now these little gold things, right, brass things, are called buffers. They are only used in Europe, not here in America. In America, our couplers basically are our buffers in a way. So then those are unnecessary here. Now this is your regulator and your direction. If you're looking from the cab, to the left is forwards. To the left is reverse. So we'll let that build up steam. You saw what it does. And then this, of course, is your cab. Okay? That in real life is where you would have your brakes, your throttle, your regulator, all that. In this, it's just your sight glass and where your fuel is. Now, I have this running on the bricks because I don't actually have a layout in G-Scale at my house. So I just free run it on the air, and I just let it go from there. So now I can see there is steam coming from the safety valve. So let's blow the whistle. Okay, shut up. And then now we'll go forward, which is to the left. And you can kind of regulate it with that, but it doesn't really work. So if you want to upgrade this, all those parts for the upgrades are on Dreamsteam. I'll let y'all listen to this. So, like I was saying, all those parts that you would need are on Dreamsteam. And like the regulator, the wheel upgrades, there's a Gerdau valve, which has a hole in it kind of, and you put your water bottle pipe in it, and you can fill up more water as you're running, and you don't have to lose the pressure. And then there's also a upgraded safety valve, which is more realistic, and it's also actually works as a safety valve. But for the regulator and the safety valve, you have to take off the whistle. So you can't have the whistle if you upgrade your safety valve and if you upgrade the regulator, because then the good old valve goes where the safety valve is now. And that's basically it. So we'll let that build up pressure, and then we'll do your little bit of running, and then that'll be the video. So we'll be right back. Alrighty, welcome back. As you can see, the safety, well, you can't really see on video, but the safety valve is slowly letting steam out, which means it is about to blow off, or it's supposed to. So now we'll let it go in forward position again and let it run. Alrighty, so now it has ran out of steam. As you can see, there's still water in it. Now we're back to half a tank of water. Um, I could get in another run, another thing going, but that's all I wanted to show y'all for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. And now we will go to the outro and the pick of the week. Alrighty, see you later. Bye. This pick of the week is Gio's video, Boko's Too Expensive, so I made my own. He goes through the process of how he made his own custom wooden railroad of Boko closer and more accurate to the prototype, and I enjoyed watching it, so I hope y'all do too. And I will see y'all next week. Alright, God bless.